This is Carl. I'm standing inside the Sunny Group, our factory. Behind me, this is the product today we are going to show to you. This is a lithium battery recycling line. We will standing at the front and follow our camera. You will see in the end. So this will take about 60 meter long, 15 meter wide, and about 8 meter tall. This is the system we designed for lithium battery. In my hands, this is a lithium battery. This is what we can say the most popular, most recognizable product in the energy industry. You will see this in a toy, in your phone, in a power tool, and even in some EV. Maybe this one is just from a retired Tesla. This is a lithium battery. And today the product is going to recycle this. And firstly, we can have a short introduction about the battery. Many people know lithium battery, they must contain lithium. But also this thing, it also contains some other valuable material like cobalt, nickel, manganese, aluminum, and copper. And of course, the shell is made by iron. So what we are going to do is, from our process, we will shred the lithium battery, and then we will pick out the valuable material. We will separate the copper, aluminum, lithium, manganese, and cobalt. During the process, we will separate the lithium to the shell, cathode, and anode, and then the copper and aluminum. Inside of this cathode material and anode material, they will become black powder. So we will call this as a black mass. Now black mass is the most important material in this lithium battery recycling. With the recycling lithium battery, you only need to extract those elements from the waste material, but you don't need to extract them from the mining or some other process. So this will give you much better in return and much better in the energy consumption in future. Now we can follow our camera. We will have a look at the whole process, and I will introduce you one by one. First, in front of this machine, you can see our worker is dumping the lithium battery into the conveyor belt. We call this as a belt conveyor, or feeder conveyor, or the belt conveyor. This function is very simple. It's just to deliver the battery, go up, and enter our shredder on the top. Now that machine on the top of the platform, we will call that as a shredder. This device will cut the lithium battery into several pieces, and then eventually it will be broken, and then the components and the structure inside the battery will be exposed. Then it is very easy for the rest of the process, like heating, like crushing, and separation. Well, some people will ask if we shred the lithium battery, it will be dangerous because they may have seen some battery catch fire when do the shredding. And inside our system, we will use a nitrogen system to provide the safety concern. By our left side, we will see this white unit. It is a nitrogen generator. It will filtrate the nitrogen inside the air and then send the nitrogen into the system for the safety process. With nitrogen, we can get rid of the oxygen, and then the process can continue and it will be safe. After the shredding, we will go to the next device, which we'll call it as a carbonized furnace. This device, we call it as a carbonized furnace. the material will pass through the furnace in about 20 to 30 minutes. And during the process, the temperature will go up to 400 degrees. And this process will destroy the organic material like electrolyte, like plastic film. And also the bender inside the battery will be destroyed. So the black mass recovery can reach maximum. After the furnace treatment, we will remove all the organic material, and now we only have cathode, anode, and the shell. The cathode and the anode, it is made by aluminum and copper, so they are very thin film and they are very light. But the shell, it is much thicker, so it is much heavier. Okay, now from the zigzag we have picked out the heavy material, and then we will have a lighter material. They fly up and enter the yellow pipe. So with my finger you can see the yellow pipe goes through, and then material will enter this small house. Okay, now we can go inside and have a look. Inside this room, this is our unique technology. This we call it as air classifier mill. This milling system, it is a high-speed turbo mill. It will crush the material, and then the copper, aluminum will become very small size, about 2 millimeters. And during the crushing process, you can understand black mass. It is a kind of powder, and it is banded on the copper aluminum. And by the crushing, the powder will fall down, and then they will fly up. They will follow the green pipe, and then the powder will fly up. But the copper aluminum, they will come down and then enter next system. By this crushing, we will separate the black mass, and the black mass recovery we can reach more than 95%. Because it's super noisy inside this system, so we make this soundproof room, so our ear will not be influenced. But if I go inside, my my ear will broken, so we can just go to the next part. We can have a look at the top. We can see the green pipe. They are conducting out the black mass. So the black mass will fly up, and then they will be collected in the end. Now after crushing, the black mass are removed. We only have copper and aluminum. The copper and aluminum will be moved to the next system, which is here. From here and there, we will separate the copper and aluminum. As we understand, the copper density is about 8, and the aluminum density is about 2.7. So the copper is much heavier than aluminum. If they are in same size, then the copper must be heavier and the aluminum is lighter. This device will separate the material according to the weight. The heavy material will keep going up, and then they go out from right side. The light material, they will fly in the air, so they will eventually come out from left side. We can have a close look. From the right side, we will get copper. And from left side, we will get a light material. In this case, it is aluminum. You can see no matter copper or aluminum, they are already removed from the black mass. You can see on the material surface, there is no black things. So the black mass, they are already removed. And the black mass will later be collected in another place. Because we have run the system for 2 days for the testing for our clients, and we have already collected some material here. The good thing for this device is if you want a good copper, good aluminum, you can adjust the gate here. You can only select the purest material from left side and the right side. If you want more material come out quickly, then you can just push it. Then the material will come out much more faster. Same as that one. And the selected material will come out from this side. If I reach my hands, you will see the copper is soon gathered here. They're small, but they are very pure. We can see this is almost a copper color. And from that side, we can see the aluminum is floating out. It's almost a silver white color, so that is very pure aluminum. And because we have run the system for 2 days, we have processed about 10 tons material. And from 10 tons material, from 10 tons battery, you can get about 1 ton aluminum and 1 ton copper, which we can see from the big bag. This is what we get from the day before, yesterday, and today morning. Those are aluminum we get. I have to admit that this is the most pure aluminum I have ever seen in those years. And another bag we can see. In the battery recycling, the most critical material it is black mass. Black mass takes about 50% of a battery weight. Copper and aluminum they take 10% and 10%. So we can control this part, then you can control the last part of your profit. And from the whole system, we can get many places we can get the black mass. But they will all gather in one place, which is here. They will go into this big bag. And this line will process like 1 ton battery per hour. And from 1 ton battery, you can get 500 kilograms black mass. So 1 hour, you need to change this bag once. This device will not only collect the black mass, but it can also show you the weight inside this bag. So for now, we have already collected 277.6 kilogram black mass. According to today's price, this one bag is about 2,000 US dollar for this one bag, for 270. After the bag is reaching the setting number, about 70 kilograms, then this system will send you the alarm. By that time, your worker should come here to remove the bag to here. And this is the black mass we already collected in those days. This thing is the black mass. It is a very pure black powder. Inside it will contain the lithium, cobalt, nickel, manganese, and carbon. In our black mass, the copper and aluminum will be considered as the impurity material. We know aluminum is a very complicated thing. It will dissolve both in acid and in alkaline. So the black mass need to go to the chemical refinery for the refining. But if it contains aluminum, then the chemical refining system will need much complicated work to do. It will need cost about 2 million US dollar per year to remove the aluminum. And inside our black mass, because we are using a very unique system, the aluminum content in the black mass will be lower than 0.5%. But in other processes, in many other plants, the aluminum content is usually higher than 2%. But here we will make sure it is less than 0.5%. So they are producing here and we are producing here. And then this kind of black mass will make you sell in a higher price, and also it is more acceptable for the buyer. In this crushing system, we will crush many things to the powder shape. And so the powder will mix in the airflow, but we can see the working environment is actually just so-so. There is not much dust in the air, because we will use this fine filter to filtrate the air. And also the black mass inside the air will be blocked. They will stay inside the dust collector, and in future, you can collect those parts to sell separately. And in here, we will give you a pressure sensor here. We can see the pressure before the filtration and after filtration. The pressure will have a difference of 41 units. And if this go too high, that means the system is blocked. If this go too low, that means the bags inside is broken. So whether it's bigger than 1000 or smaller than minus 500, that means some problem shows in the system. And by that time, your workers come here to do the cleaning and the change. I see we have some question here. We have an audience. Aman Kumar is asking, does disposals for every kind of battery in the world, is it possible to reuse the battery, and the carbon battery also could be the alternative? Today we are live streaming about a lithium battery recycling machine. This system, it can recycle all kinds of lithium battery, but the other battery, this system cannot recycle. And another question is, lithium material can be rechargeable if we pull it out of the case of some of the battery. Well, in this system, we will crush the battery and extract the black mass. The black mass, it contains the lithium. You can use it for other business, but you cannot just extract the lithium. And the last question, what is the lower limit and the upper limit of this, like a minimum and a maximum value? If you are asking the black mass value, today we are recycling the LFP battery, so the black mass value is about 1,050 to 2,000 US dollar per ton. And if you are recycling the cell phone battery and the EV battery, like an NMC battery, then the black mass value can go up to 5,000 US dollar, 6,000 US dollar, and 7,000 US dollar per ton. This is related with black mass, its chemical content, mostly about lithium, cobalt, and nickel, 3 elements, the price. This will have a difference. But the recycling process is the same. You can use this machine to recycle all kinds of lithium battery, like the things inside like in the cell phone, like in your power tool, and like it in your electric vehicle, and in some energy storage system. All lithium battery is the same. They can be recycled in the same way. Okay? Now we can follow my step. We can go up. Because our system is about 8 meters high, we can go up to have a whole look, and I will show you why we have such a high platform. We can see from this view, we have two green pipes. They are taking out the black mass out from the air classifier mill. So the black mass will follow the green pipe and then enter this cyclone hopper. The cyclone hopper will collect the black mass and then give the black mass to the bagging station. And the wind will, after filtration, and then will release. Here we can see about our air pipe. We will purchase the flanges from the special flange manufacturer. So we'll see the thickness is very big. And the connection, every bolt is in a very precision connection. And for every flanges, we will give them a copper band, because we are delivering the powder material. If the powder mixed with the air, maybe it will be explosive. So we can use the copper band to neutralize the electric difference in different parts. So there will be much less chance to have the electricity sparkle, and the ignition will be less. Yes, we have some other questions from the audience. How to discharge the cells? Please describe the cell discharging process. About the discharging, we can go downstairs and we can show you in the end. The common used discharging process is we put the battery inside the water for discharging. And one more question from Element. Do you have a sorting system also like LFP and MC cell-phone battery? Well, we don't have such a system. Usually, when the sellers sell you those batteries, they will sort the battery first, because different battery will have different value. Usually, they will not sell you something 100 at the price of 20. 我先下去哈。可以你可以先去开，我就看一下。你们先开看。啊。有一些问题哈，他们说，有人问的有问题。还有什么问题？We have some other question. If this black material is traveling through a spike, is there not any chance of getting conductivity? Well, I'm not very clear about this question, but I can say the black mass, it is only contain carbon inside. The carbon is a material that is very hard to be ignited. So if we just eliminated the electric sparkle, then the system is very safe. And another question, if you don't get charged again using recycling process, the recycling process, it will give you the black mass, and the black mass, it is not a product. It needs to go to the chemical refining process to become a chargeable material to use for new battery. The charge during the recycling process is not be able to happen because we already shred the battery into pieces. The battery structure is being destroyed, so it will not be able to charge again.哎，6111，63个1，63个1，对，哦。
没有问题。
Yeah, we got more questions. Let me have a look. Because you're automation engineer, you might need more flow and you also need HMI. Oh, well, the HMI system, we can move with me. We will show you our HMI. First, we see how the battery is being sent to the system. 他们要看一下这个公式屏，来看一眼。The whole system is controlled by PLC, and of course, it will have HMI. Actually, it is divided into 3 parts, so we will have 3 HMI. This is our main HMI for the front part. We will see we can control the temperature, rotating speed. We can also observe the pressure inside the furnace. We can also see the oxygen level. And if you are a foreign user, we can also change it to English. So you can see, you can control this. And you will see difference. I need to change it back to Chinese because my colleagues, they may not understand this. Okay. And the furnace, it has another HMI, which is controlling about the temperature. We can see we have 3 parts. Is heating the furnace. In the first part, is now reaching 421 degree, 424, and then 420 degree. If the temperature is reaching the setting temperature, then the heating function will stop. And if it's lower than 220, like it's reaching 400, then the heating function will start, like this one. Is it possible to recycle all types of cells? Yes, we can recycle all kinds of the lithium battery. Today we are testing the cylindrical, and we have more cells over here. We can recycle cylindrical, soft pouch, and prismatic. Here we have a lot of soft pouch. They are already discharged inside the water, and then it is very safe for the shredding process. This is a soft pouch. And we also have some prismatic cells, but I don't know where. Maybe tomorrow we will do it, okay? And we have some other question. Is black mass used for making new battery? Yes. The black mass, it contains lithium, cobalt, nickel, those critical elements for the battery making. But the black mass is not directly making the battery. It needs to pass 2-3 steps, the chemical process, to make the elements separate, and then together they can make a new battery. That's why the product over there, it is in a high value. It's about 6,000 US dollar per ton, because it's going to make the new battery. After the chemical refining process, their value will go up to about 18,000 US dollar per ton, and then it's time to make a new battery.
说咱没有。
啊，这个不用搭理它。Yeah, we have some other question. What will be the purity of extracted minerals like nickel and cobalt? The extracted thing, we call it as black mass. It is a mixed powder in general. So we don't say the purity of one thing or two things. We say the general purity of black mass. It is higher than 99.5%. The aluminum is considered as the impurity inside of this, and the aluminum content is less than 0.5. Okay. Now we are getting some shell coming out from here. This is the iron shell from the cylindrical battery, and another side is it is a non-magnetic material. These things are usually on the top cover of the battery. So this is aluminum, and they will go back to the system, or you can sell this separately. Here I have one more HMI here. I can see the working process, and I think I can adjust some of its I can adjust some of its setting. Like if I select here, I go to main page, I go to parameter, and I can change one of the frequency, and I can change one of the currents. But now we just watch. I don't want to change it to ruin the system. So at your client's end, we can do the changes anytime. And here we can, for the different material with the wind and the flow. Now if I adjust the wind a little bit bigger, 让我调一下. If I adjust this a little bit bigger, then the material will all go to left side. Now if I change it back to smaller, the material will go back to right side. It's coming back. So for different material, the operator just need to adjust the wind and the vibration. It's like a piano. You just play this in your fine tuning, then you can adjust the different efficiency. Now it's coming copper. Now the copper is coming. If I make the wind bigger, the copper will not come. Well, now it's not coming anymore. This is the system. This is well, like a piano. And in this bag we also get black mass, but in a much smaller quantity. We already get about 2 tons over there, but we only have about 200 kilograms here. This part of black mass, it is in a much lower purity. The purity level, this part is about 95%, but that part is about 99.5%. And some people will ask about how is the pollution inside the system. The system will have 2 parts pollution. First part is from the furnace because it's heating up. It is burning. So the organic material will be removed from the system and they will become carbon dioxide and water. The second part system, it is crushing. It will generate a lot of the dust. And the dust will be filtered and then released to the air. So 2 parts pollution will all be controlled. We can have a look at the front part. Now we are standing at the back part of the line. The front part, it is the processing, and the back part, it is about pollution control. From that part, it is coming from the exhaust from the furnace. The exhaust will pass through the burning, and then washing, and then cooling. Finally, it's the active carbon filtration, and from here it will be released. The other part is about the dust pollution. During the crushing, a lot of dust will generate like this. And those filters will filter the air and then release the air from this place. So the dust here will be much less. If you are interested, we can send you the pollution data and you can submit to your environment control department about the pollution and to get the permission to run the system.你们自己拍吧，我去拿。From here, we will get the material after first time crushing. After first time crushing, most copper and aluminum, they are removed. The black, this is already very clean copper and aluminum. But still, some parts, they have black mass on it. We will run this through the second time crushing. First crushing and the second time crushing. After 2 times crushing, all the black mass will be removed and the black mass will fly up. Copper, aluminum, they will go out. Today the system, the main advantage is less energy consumption. It's using electricity to heat up, and better black mass purity, better copper aluminum purity.我这边基本上没啥词儿了，没啥好说的，没啥要说的了。
可以一会儿结束。
啊，可以再播个5分钟，你们就结束吧，再围着转一圈就可以结束了。
可以给他们一会儿讲个互动，就是说如果有什么问题或者咨询价格，联系我们的频道或者。
最后吧。These are aluminum from the battery, aluminum. This is a big aluminum, but small aluminum from a cathode, they will go to the gravity separation. This is from the battery casing, so they are big. And the small copper aluminum will go to the gravity separation here. How much manpower to require? Let me answer the question one by one. How much space do we need for the setup? Right now, this line it needs 60 meter by 15 meter by 8 meter. And the manpower, it will require at least 2 manpower, one feeding, one doing collection. And if you have more manpower, you can assign 1 manpower in the middle for the adjusting the parameter, 1 manpower for the whole line to do the checking. And the power consumption of today's system, it is about 780 kilowatt. The cost for this setup is about 1 million. You can contact with our sales team. They will give you an official quotation. Okay, now it's been quite a period. We have seen the process. I have do the introduction. We began from the beginning and we will end by the end. So thanks for your watching. If you have any other question, you can subscribe in our channel and you can put your inquiry to our sales team. We will reply you as soon as possible. Okay, bye bye.
快快停！再转一圈，再后1个小时，再后1个小时，那你不要转1个小时。
让他再转吧。
没啥好说的了。Yeah, we have some more question. For the discharging, we only need water. Yes, the normal water is enough, but for the faster discharging speed, you'd better to put some salt inside the water, like sodium chloride and sodium sulfate. The next question, can this system take a charge the battery? This system cannot take charge the battery. You need to discharge the battery first and then to recycle. Because the energy, it doesn't disappear. If they charge the battery, then it will be too much power in the battery. So it will have a very high risk to explode inside the shredder and the furnace. The capacity of the project is 1 ton per hour. You can feed in 1 ton, like 1,000 kilogram battery every hour into the system. And it will give you 500 kilogram of black mass, 100 kilogram copper, and 100 kilogram aluminum. Can you give the discharging section? Discharging section is not inside the workshop, it's outside. We just put the battery in water. You can contact with our sales team. We will send you some video about the discharging. About discharging, we can see from my cell phone, we just put the battery in the water, and for about 2 days, the energy will be released from the battery. And then we take it out from the water and dry naturally for like 1 day. Then we do the recycling. The battery module cannot feed in the system. You need to manually dismantle the module to get the cells, and then the system can recycle. It can only recycle the cells, battery cells.
这个盐都退了。这微气没处理好对吧？